almost died here. You don't have to do this.
Yes. Call due.
So how am I supposed to actually get past these things?
They hit call hard.
Yeah, they do.
This for you.
Ooh, I missed it. Guess I shouldn't do it on hallways. Ooh, glitchy mess.
That one moving.
Whoa, that's a new button. Ah, I despawned.
Fire! You dead already? Time to fight. You go there. Good boom, brother.
Is there anything else here? I don't have to open anything, right? Find 3 hidden caches, so I do it to find the caches. I don't think the hidden caches are down here, though.
Go to place. Good work. Let's dig at it.
Oh, I don't have any grenades.
Hey, what's good, man?
Hold on, I cannot hear you.
One sec. Bear with me here.
You next.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There we go. Yeah, I forget, I got like a pair of earbuds wired, so the mic's only on one side. So if it's like up in, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So it's definitely not made for the other ear.
Dude, at this point, I don't party chat with a lot of people. It's usually like a weekend thing. And I go from like the earbuds with the mic to this to that, and like, yeah. And I'm also a deaf man.
Brother, move!
So you can only wear certain headphones because other ones you can't hear diddly squat.
Well, let's put it this way, tinnitus lives in me like
Call taking fire!
construction, pipeline, fucking music, DJing, metal, ringing in my ears and the sound, or the equivalent feeling of going underwater, like losing kind of sound.
I don't like that feeling.
Yeah, it's like if you get knocked really hard in the side of your country in a fight. That whole feeling where like everything kind of rings and like goes.
I haven't had that feeling, but I know what it's like to have the whole, you have water in your ear. Well, tinnitus is always for me. But having the whole water in your ear.
My shit went from like ringing and humming to like cicada bugs, and now I'm at the water level where it starts that way, like that. And then it just, I put my finger in your, like I have water in my, like from the pool.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
can't
Like I
stand
try to
that.
slap it out. Or I plug my nose and I try to blow out my ear canal. Like, you know what I mean? You do that, like on an airplane, kind of.
Yeah, what they tell you not to do.
But if it fucking makes, I don't know. I got good at turning that trick or making that work. My sister still cannot do it. She on an airplane cannot handle pressure. She never like pops it out.
Yeah.
So it's just torture for her. She needs to take like Dragol and other sedatives to like knock her out. And yeah, me as soon as the cabin pressure switches, I just grab my nose and go pop. And so how about that beer? A beer in a fucking bag of chips?
Yeah, no, I'm the same way as her for the most part. I need to be sedated when I'm on a plane because the pressure just makes my whole head just go wonky.
Dude, I don't know. I'm a different kind of fucking animal. I used to go to Thailand voluntarily. And this is before the direct flight, so you're looking at 28 to 36 hours. Multiple airplanes. The best flight, if you ever get it from, say, Vancouver, so I guess in your state would be like Washington, or if you go from Toronto, so below would be kind of New York.
Go to place!
If you go across to the east, and you go over the ocean gap, no, it's not the east, it's the west. If you go the west way, without stopping in London, you go over this section of Russia called, it's not just Siberia, there's another name for it. It's fucking alien looking, dude, and the sun goes up and down a couple times as you're chasing the horizon during flight.
That's creepy.
Yeah, and I took acid on one of those flights.
Okay, so you sure it wasn't the acid?
No, it definitely was not, because I experienced that numerous times. It's just the way this is the pure proof for a flat earther. It's the way the horizon works. It's spherical, or near spherical, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the ice-bearing straits outside of, what's the country I just named? Serbia or Siberia?
Siberia.
That place looks like Pluto, dude. If you think Antarctica looks nuts, no, there is like a whole giant section of the planet that is just like death for us. Like, you cannot survive anywhere there. No, it's nuts.
And yet there are still people who live there.
Yeah, there are.
Not a lot, just some.
No. It's kind of fucked to think too, eh? You could take us with all our technological fucking evolved ways of thinking, pertinence,
Move out,
and
brother.
we would die, like damn near immediately. Like we're not.
Given me,
You could take someone that would shoot bow and arrows at an airplane like it's a flying demon or an intrusive god, but they could survive, in their environment. It's love it.
What we're supposed to be named for, except I get taken out by a sneeze.
Ow after you sneeze?
Yes.
Okay.
See, I get taken out by a sneeze.
Yeah, so Sori's actually getting on tonight or no?
No. He's being a dad and doing the movie
He
night.
did do me the solid, because we go back a long ways, me and him. I don't know how much he tells you about me. I tell a lot of people about Sasori. Between Sasori and Labillion or Kasunji, I've known these guys like 12, 13 years. They're the best. They're just the best. But he reached out and said, man, I'm just tired all the time. And I'm like, plus Harry Potter? And he's like, yeah, plus Harry Potter. And I'm just tired of. Wouldn't you think having a fucking shit ton of kids was gonna end up like as they get older? It'd be calmer and more quiet. Like,
Yeah, one kid takes care of the other kids.
no, now everything is 10 times the cost, and you need to make that money lest you want to live in a living hell with your own bloodline saying, I fucking hate you, Dad.
No, that's why you keep having more and more kids, because, you know, they just keep taking care of each other.
Yeah, and I even broke his heart about that. I was like, you know the late one you had towards the end. By time she's... And he's like, don't even fucking say this shit. I was like, man, come on. Vasectomies and condoms, they're not a bad fucking idea. Like, and I got one homie here. I gotta work Monday and Tuesday doing a brick gut job, like concrete chop saw. Make a fucking... This is not even the code, it's highly illegal. We're gonna make like a patio door deck entrance to an existing without permit, but the point I'm trying to make with this is he's like Sasori. He's got a wife. For whatever reason, he lucked out and got her. He's on like kid number 7. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
So he's building a small army.
Yeah, or setting up franchises. One or the other. Like, one of them's gonna be good at guitar or math or something. Like, yeah. Like, as long as you force that Tiger Woods, Venus Williams-esque, you know, like, you're 3, you like tennis rackets. No, I don't. No, you do. You really like tennis rackets. Like, every day.
Yeah, I had a friend once who literally told me they want to have a lot of kids because they want a small, you know, sovereign nation.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 100%, as far as, you know, other than breaking semantics, Irish upbringing. My mom's adopted. We don't know where she came from. So we just latch on to her dad's. Plus, I'm very Irish. All my DNA represents that fucking shit. Yeah, no, back in the poorer Irish days, they basically called it, like, the genetic lottery, or setting up franchises. Like, if you have 12 kids, one of them is going to be successful. Just by the rule of fucking, you know...
I don't think Irish is the only people who do that. There's a lot of nationalities who just play the numbers game.
Fuck like a motherfucker, and you gotta understand, too, there's a weird little proxy to that rule. If they're highly Irish and Catholic, you know what I mean? Less Protestant. Which technically not really Irish.
Go!
Down that rabbit hole. How can I put it? Like contraceptives and like the whole death to us part, and they get really weird about that to a biblical end. So it's like, God wants me to not wear a condom and make more babies, but you know, it's... fuck.
Gotta start repopulating somewhere.
Yeah, man. I hate to say it, Dennis Leary said it best. They didn't even vote divorce in till Ireland till like the early 90s. You know what I mean? Yeah, come on. Yeah. So Wood Elf, Jesus Christ, that motherfucker toured me his Ghost Clan and his ship. I thought I was OCD, kind of unique and professional about my decorating. That motherfucker plays Warframe way too much.
Like, see, he's the whole, when you play so much, that's basically Warframe endgame.
Yeah, I did the fashion for him, I did the OCD. At one point I had a clan or two were gonna pay me in plat to do the dojo decorating. I just play another game. I get to that point, dude. I jumped to Elden Ring, to fucking Res Evil, or, you know, Minecraft. Fucking whatever it is. Like, if I get to the point where I need to make up reasons to continue enjoying a game...
Well, it's not so much as making... See, I get where he's going with it, because, you know, how most people will play...
It's the commitment to it as well.
Well, most people will play Fallout for, you know,
like
the
how
content.
long have we all played Warframe? That time put in, invested, committed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard to walk away from that shit, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And there's sometimes you'll even tell yourself, like, I don't know why I'm playing this, but oh shit, yeah, 3,800 hours. That's why I'm still playing this. Like, it's if you only had 30 hours in, you could be like, ah, fuck it, I'm gonna do anything. Smoke a joint, watch fucking HBO. Like,
No, we've been saying that for a while because there isn't a real game.
Well, other than Elden Ring, because I'm trying to platinum it, and I truly believe it is my top speed of all time game. Dude, I love Elden Ring. Fucking amazing. But I'm also planning on to play GTA, the original God of War. I think I'm going to jump back to maybe... Who's the other one I was thinking?
I'm not too sure about GTA. I mean,
but I'm looking to go back, that's what I'm saying.
GTA is just my little... Because I glitched GTA back in the day.
Yeah, I never got the trophies either. That's kind
Oh no, I never played the game itself. I'm talking about GTA Online, I should say.
Oh, fuck me.
I glitched the hell out of it, and I got a bunch of money. To where I just had to close up all my businesses. And you know that game gets really boring when you don't have to grind for money and everything is paid for.
Well, here, all you need to know about me is when I was sober, completely sober, like addicted to coffee and Pepsi 24 hours a day.
Oh, addicted to caffeine.
And I was working pipelines, so in between pipelines, I literally, and this speaks volumes, I spent probably about $200 to $300 a month on Dark just to catch up to whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because as soon as I was gone for 6 to 8 months, I was back on that pipeline shit.
Yeah.
You're lucky if you get a NAT Type 2 connection in any hotel. You're always getting NAT 3. You can't connect it.
Well, then you make killer money with pipeline.
Yeah. And you also don't have the time to really play games. That's time for either sleep, comatose, or drugs and hookers, and whatever the fuck else you do.
I just assumed it was always just comatose sleep.
You can sit in a diaper and roll around in a bathtub full of Vaseline. I don't give a fuck. If you put your day's work in, and you can do whatever the fuck you want, right? But yeah, so I would come back and have to play catch up, and it was weird that I was making like $3-4 grand a week. It was nothing to even think about $300. Buy the fucking bunker. You know what I mean? Upgrade the bunker. Buy the biker business.
Yeah.
And then after I stopped working and I realized, like, well, not only can I not afford it, I found offensive. I'm just going to grind it out. And then when I grinded as a free-to-play player, I realized that is brand new stack against you. Like, it's impossible to grind out. And I did everything, dude. I had the timers to jump lobbies every 58.5 minutes, so I didn't get the business food. Oh, dude, I did all the tricks. All the solo lobbies,
Oh yeah, changing your NAT type just so you'd have a solo lobby so you can run.
Dump your bunkers or all your
Yep. Used to do that all the time, and then it's like I ran across the glitch to pull the offline character online, which then allowed you to buy everything in the
See, I went a different way. I'm a bit of an OCD whore, or customizing whore. I love saying customizing whore because that's what it is. Whether it's your ship, or your fashion frame, or your souls frame, or soul fashion, or whatever the fuck it is. Character build. The thing with GTA is I got like so into the so like the low kit fucking Benny whatever the fuck's custom. Then the flying cars, then the submarine cars, then the fucking Harriers, then the fucking death. You know what I mean? Like there's always no, it got bad.
Well, yeah. See, my glitch, I bought.
Oh no, I meant in the regard where you just log in. I guarantee if you log in today, Draco, you will get murdered immediately by some kind of flying fucker.
Oh, of course.
Flying with homing missiles. Like,
but I got all my money from, like I said, a glitch that gave me basically I could buy anything from the store for free. So I bought the most expensive car at the time.
You didn't get an account ban or anything?
I did not.
Nice, you got lucky.
You have to play the game correctly. You don't sell everything at once.
I mean, technically, there's no way to play this game correctly.
You have to avoid the fraud detectors.
Why I say that? Because this is coming from a full GTA Online addict. I think my profile hit... I don't think I hit any harder than the 300 levels, if I'm not mistaken. But I didn't, like, super grind or glitch blind. The point I'm trying to make is, from online, from level 1, it's a game called Grand Theft Auto that you're not allowed to steal cars in. in the online version. That right there, that's all that needs to be said. You know what I mean? Like, why can't I steal it and respray it? Isn't that the fucking...
You have a point. What I like to do, once I didn't have to worry about money, was collect a rare card. Like, let's see, the hearse. Which only spawns if someone is driving a hearse.
Yeah, I was always a fan of, what are the old, wasn't a Mustang, maybe not an Impala, it was huge in the San Andreas days. The big red one with the white stripe, anything.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Grove Gang had a green version of it.
Flesh wound.
Ah, that's nuts. Yeah, I was gonna try to platinum RDR too, but the only trophies I got left are online and online. On top of that, fucking RDR 2 is like 160 gigs. Okay.
Yeah, I got tired of Red Dead.
Oh, dude, you have no idea. I only platinum games I love. Like I said, there might be 2 trophies that are single player. I got all of the trophies that are the hard ones to get. You literally need to binocular and document every life on every animal species on the planet. And if you spook them and don't record them, oh no, fuck you. And then there's another trophy for hunting and skinning them, but you need specific ammunition, arrow types, or whatever. So a lot of times you can't do both at the same time. You will find yourself on a Friday evening waiting for a rare and endangered fucking speckled fucking woodpecker.
Yeah, that's...
for 12 fucking hours just sitting there going like, please, please, motherfucker, please.
Well, see, I used to be like that, a perfectionist, and then PlayStation just made it damn near impossible to literally...
Dude, my rule is I only platinum games I love. What do I have on in my belt? Days Gone, Ghost of Tsushima, Subnautica, and I think one other one.
I have a general rule of thumb that if the game forces me to play multiple times, it ain't fucking happening.
Or some fucking off-the-wall fucking retarded shit, like, complete the last mission on extreme difficulty without single damage, or, you know what I mean, like, with a fucking combat knife.
Oh, it's like Dishonest. You ever played Dishonest?
Yeah, I played Dishonest.
Oh, that fucking shit sucks. Especially if you're playing the pacifist mode. You don't know you fucked up until the very end.
Oh, and even worse, it's a Bethesda fucking made game, so it's bound to glitch eventually.
Oh, yeah. And the more you play, the more problems there are.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. See, that's one thing I love about these Souls games in Elden Ring. There's a value to me. It's risk and reward. There is going to get to a point, I keep telling people, like, it's going to suck at first. The point of the game is to get better and feel better about getting better. But you will reach a point where, like, you can create any character. You can be a dragon lord, you can be a witch, a skull sword, a fucking barbarian, whatever. But it's going to suck at first. You're going to get your teeth kicked in for a long time. The thing I love about that, though, the mechanical formula to that is you can walk away from shit. You know what I mean? And the trophies aren't that difficult, you just gotta do it.
Yeah.
But some trophies are like you said, you need to play 5 times with increasing difficulty, and then some of them are like, you know what I mean? Like, no damage, no death, no... oh, no, it's just like insane for a troll.
Yeah. And it just
and then you get homies, like, I got a couple fucking older homies, our age and older. They're like, yeah, I got 42 platinums. I'm like, yeah, you play Telltale games, motherfuckers. Like, no, those don't count. Those don't fucking count. When you play demos and 2D platformers, those fucking things don't count. No, I don't count those as platformers.
I think I've only played maybe 2 Telltale. Maybe.
Well,
and that was Borderlands Tales.
But the platinum don't count.
I think that was, yeah. But yeah, there's very few platinums that... which one did
Well, here, you know the Dead Space remake that's real popular lately?
Yeah.
So to get platinum, you need to play it, which only goes through 2 consecutive playthroughs to bring it up to the max difficulty. The entire game, like, what would you call that? Hardcore mode. So similar to hardcore Minecraft, I guess. There's an actual mechanic term for that, where no save, no reload, one shot, one death, one kill. There's something playthrough, but anyway, in order to do that, Jesus Christ, you get like one shot damn near way too often. So like
Dead now.
at least Elden Ring has options. If you're getting your teeth kicked in at level, let's say 120, which sounds crazy, but certain areas in Elden Ring are recommended 150 plus. You have the option to go grind out some stupid shit, listen to Metallica, and just kill fucking turtle people in Moog's Palace till you're 181. Go back, have an easier time.
Yeah, so that's not how normal Soul games are, because there are people who can literally...
Ooh, they're linear. They're very linear, so they lock you into that. Yeah.
I mean, Soul games is also the reason why I'm leery about other games, because Soul games get harder the more you level.
See, that's where Elden Ring kind of varies, especially since they have New Game Plus and Plus Plus and Plus 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 Plus. If you're on PC, they got the mod, what they call it, the random moderator, where everything is random. Everything you get out of the chest, who the bosses are, the enemies. The point I'm trying to make is, like you said, very linear. If you're not good at it, and I hate to use that old fucking diatribe, get good, just get good. In that example, yes, it is very difficult to argue that, because you do need to get good in order just to, because you're set in a very linear, you hit roadblocks all the time. When you hit them in Elden Ring, there's only 5 big ones, but you're given an entire open world to just go about and passively gain more experience, more skill points. And not even the skill points, which will make you stronger. It's the actual combat experience. You feel strong because you're quicker. You're learning your weapon better, or your spell, or your... Whereas, you know, Demon Souls and Dark Souls was like, fuck you. It's pretty much the... Oh yeah, so you chose a great sword, and yeah, you're not doing so well? Yeah, good luck with that. Fuck you. Fuck.
Yeah, I think what found it harder for me was, hey, my next one's going to cost me 3 million souls. Okay, I'm almost there, it dies. And it's
are we talking Dark Souls or Elden Ring?
Any of them, because it's the anxiety going back to it. Oh, it is?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, dude, this brings back memories of the old SNES Final Fantasies, when you had to farm shit. Farming shit in those old Final Fantasies before disc was you doing the same thing over and over for like, I don't know, 12 hours. Like some people got good with rubber bands or hitting their thumb repeatedly and watching something on a different screen. That was grinding. You found a little fucking hot spot. At least in this, you can go and do whatever the fuck. There's farming routes,
yeah.
And no one needs to get that crazy with it, but you'll see a fucking difference. Alright, so let me have a look at Warframe.
Yeah, I'm doing cause mission.
I should introduce you to my new roommate. I upgraded him from a PS3 to a PS4 when he moved in. And I thought twice about introducing him to Warframe, but I figured free to play, no PS Plus, right? Might as well. That motherfucker got hooked. Like, he picked it up like water to a fucking camel. I don't know, wind to the fucking the trees. Yeah, Kasanji plays with him. He's good on that shit. I like it too, because I was worried a little bit, You know what I mean by that. Like, let's put it this way, if I really liked you, Draco, we went to high school together, you know my neighbor, and my mom, my auntie, my sister were, I would feel bad if I introduced Warframe into your life and it caused a negative kind of... You understand what I mean?
Well, it's either you like Warframe or you don't like Warframe. And the people who don't like Warframe don't like the mindless...
Yeah, okay, I'm leaning more into the regard of some people play World of Warcraft and some people just never leave their room and eat, sleep, breathe, and exist.
Yeah, I had a friend who got like that with Warcraft.
Okay, so that's what I meant. Like, you know what I mean? That wouldn't sit good with me.
Yeah, I had one friend that got like that with Warcraft, and she told me, "You do not play Warcraft because that will happen."
I had a dude in Edmonton. He was a coke every weekend, working fucking pipeline and like going in and out of town on like rotation.
Yeah.
This guy worked at Walmart. He was kind of he wasn't the best looking guy, but he had a girlfriend. He had a job. He got hooked on World of Warcraft when something of the Lich came out, and that motherfucker lost his job. Lost his girlfriend, but he had enough money to keep rent covered. We were sliding pizza under his door. The motherfucker shaved like a section off the bottom of his door so pizza boxes could fit under the fucking door.
Oh, wow.
Meanwhile, we're going to strip club doing coke and like knocking on his door. Hey buddy, do you want to... No, just put the food under the door, please. I'm busy. I have coke and ecstasy and fucking alcohol problems and like probably more dysfunctional problems all in the same fucking boat, and this guy won't leave his room because of World of Warcraft.
For the brothers.
I've never played it. I was warned not to, but I do know people who were like that.
Yeah. No,
but you know, they had a relationship though. I mean, her boyfriend, you know, literally would sit with a laptop directly across from her, and they would be playing together.
You see, that's the trick. You're older if you haven't realized that. I always tell people that. Gamers that game together stay together.
Mm-hmm.
And even by that, even if it's not a game, even having the dual TVs. So if you have and make sure the big TV is for your woman. The little TV is what you get to play Destiny or whatever the fuck on. And just say, yeah, America is fucking wet and go, yeah, I agree. You know what I mean? Just like,
yeah, because if you don't get your game time, it's not very
no.
good.
And if you try to hide it or try to force it, that's...
It makes it worse.
Yeah. But the moment you go from, like, padlocking your door to pizza, or carving the door slots so fucking takeout can fit on it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude, I've rolled with some trap house fucking crack dealers and meth heads and shit, and that's weirder.
Did he ever come out of it?
Yeah, when you get evicted, and his family tried to do an intervention. Yeah. It was so weird. There was the odd time. You probably not know the show Polka Dot Door.
No.
Okay. It's almost like saying I saw a leprechaun, or I saw a chupacabra, or I saw a unicorn. There'd be times it'd be like 3 a.m. and you think everyone in the house is asleep. You'd hear his locks on.
You move now.
And he'd come out like a fucking animal at night, like skittering. You know what I mean? He'd just go and grab water and empty his pee jugs or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I've never played a game where I needed a pee jug.
We would all be tweaked out. Fucking, you know, party from Friday, it's Saturday now. And when I say that, we partied hard, but when we went to work, we went to work. 80 hours of fucking, you know,
Yeah.
I'd always say, shh, don't scare him. Don't spook him. Shh. And you'd hear him. And I even remember making a David Attenborough joke. I was like, the rare and endangered midnight Charlie. Charlie only comes out between the hours of blah 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 when you know, World of Warcraft is currently being updated and the ramen noodle set
Go to place.
The endangered Charlie highly favors the ramen noodle. It's a basic staple in his diet, you know.
I mean, there are some people, and see, it's those people also who don't make a living off of it. There are some people who can turn their grind into a living, like real
Yeah, see, I mentioned that in the chat message. I was thinking of that, because Wood told me you did get some ad revenue kicking in, but the fucking playing field and the dynamic, and let's just call it the fucking landscape of monetizing and monetizable revenue, to me is, I don't know, it's almost not worth it. I'm also really cunty, Draco. You know this of me.
Well, the thing is
kind
you
of a
can,
strike.
if you enjoy the grind. There are plenty of people out there like Warframe. There is a website that you can go for any game and to buy actual stuff that should cost in-game currency.
Alright, so, you, from what I've heard, and yeah, I mean, you can speak for yourself, you're a big boy, you're apparently doing better than the rest. From what I've been told, you've got some ad revenue coming in. I think it's from Twitch, possibly?
Yeah, maybe like, you know, $1, $2.
You do know full well that the guys that make the most money and get the most subscribers and whatever, it's gonna sound so horrible, they usually start by saying something like, hey, it's your boy, check this, you know, like,
yeah,
they don't become a extension of themselves, they become not themselves. It's like a character, it's like a fucking...
Correct.
No, dude, I am fully aware of how fucked up the entire planet is, because I've traveled it. I do enough drugs and alcohol to forget that shit, and that ain't even working.
They have to become a personality. They become
yeah, no, I'd rather kill myself. I'd rather
But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, grind. Like, you know, you have plenty of relics from back in the day.
Yeah.
If Warframe didn't have what they have, there literally is a website that I know of where you could buy primes for cheaper.
Let's put it this way. When I brought my roommate into it, I told him, he never did, but I had to force him to watch, is it 90 Days of Warframe?
Yeah,
60 days?
which, honestly, that's what I get to watch.
It's a prerequisite. Yeah. But I also told him about Ashi Sogo Tenno and Grindhard, and the ones I really, like, attached to when they were around. Then I told him about a gay guy plays, and then a few other fucking partners, and how that whole... It blew his mind. I literally told him, you know the girl that used to fetch coffee for the VE developers is now running Warframe? Fucking Rebecca! She went from fetching shit as an intern to a community lead, all what they called an experimental community. Because back then, games as a service didn't require community fucking anything, right? It was basically like you wrote comments and feedback and they just didn't listen, or they smiled and nodded.
Yeah.
You never had people like saying, yes, we're aware of you, you're important, we're hearing you.
People want that now.
I know you still have fight, brother.
We're so sorry that your dryer set your house on fire.
Yeah.
You know, your purchase and loyalty means everything to us, and your new dryer's on its way.
No, you need that, what's it called? There's a word for that, but everybody's doing that. Even Path of Exile does it to a certain degree now, too.
It's basically what you would call, it's
Not
a form
the
of damage. Yeah, it's a form of damage control on a corporate level. So whether it's, you know, to supersede or to early defense, you know, something down the pipeline, it's just a way to avoid liability issues. And also make your customer feel, you know, very, very taken care of, which is like...
The Warframe does it to such a degree that they listen to people and the people don't know what needs to be done, I feel.
There's also another really big reason that most people don't acknowledge. The masterminds, which I would say would be Steve and, who's the other one I'm thinking? Steve would be the main one, as far as I know. Those guys don't deal with the public well. They're not built for that.
I can sure that.
Yeah. Yes. They say and do a lot of stupid shit.
Yes. Have you tried the other Warframe game yet?
What other Warframe game?
Okay, it's not made by DE, but it's being published by DE.
Are we talking Soulframe?
No.
Okay, because you know that's the new IP that's in the works.
That's made by DE.
Yeah.
This one's just published by them.
Okay, and what is it?
Hold on real quick, I'm fighting the stupid wolf. Okay, I can pause. Forgot I can actually pause and call. Wayfinder.
Wayfinder. Wayfinder. That
Yes.
sounds familiar, but I might also be thinking Pathfinder.
Yep, probably. I was in the market and I'm like, sounds familiar.
Pathfinder was a space, like, astronaut type game, I think, right?
That was from Andromeda.
Yeah. Alright.
But yeah, that's where I was getting it from too. And then it's like I look at it, I'm like, oh, Wayfinder, and it feels like Warframe. You get to pick one of 3 characters to start off with. You have to grind the other characters.
I mean, technically, from their base format, I don't know how dedicated you are. Wood Elf seems to always be all over this, but I also feel like Kasunji, not Sasori anymore, but Kasunji and Wood Elf for sure are like covert fucking DE fucking planted employees. I guarantee it. It's gonna come to light someday later. They're like, yeah, I've been working for the company.
Yeah, I don't think Wood is. I would say Anthony still is, but Wood swears that I am at certain times.
Yeah, well,
only because when I say the most stupidest things that will happen in the game, they happen in the game. But it only happens with stupid stuff.